And welcome back. This is Hope Adon right here at Hope TV. That was the musical break, hoping that you have enjoyed as we have praised and worshipped the Lord together. It is taking us to 20 minutes to the top of the hour, 8 in the a.m. Beautiful Wednesday it is. And so my name is George Gishuru, and she has decided to show up. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing, talented, the unbogable, Beatrice Nudi.
Surely.
Good morning,
What is unbogable? Gigi.
You can't be shaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like Mount Zion.
Yes, you can't be
Amen.
shaken. Yeah.
You have to use Christian terms.
Oh.
Say the Mount Zion like.
Oh.
Or the Zion-y.
Oh.
You know, don't use unbogable here. Anyway.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For the welcome. You
Karibu.
know? Yeah. You know, jana niliambiwa. Usipende kuji-explain. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So due to unavoidable circumstances. Full stop.
Yeah, because tukikupatia time.
There were people who were lecturing me.
Yeah.
Yes, you are not among them,
No.
so you may not know.
Yeah.
But some
The
people were
context.
really telling me, you know, Eli,
I remember.
Spenda kuji-explain. Kupa, you had.
I had.
Yeah, so today I just want to apply that and say...
Not explain yourself.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to know much, you know.
It's good to have you.
It's good to
Karibu
be here.
sana, karibu sana.
Asante.
Yeah,
Umeshikilia gurudumu vile inafaa.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, life happens.
Sindio.
And when life happens, you flow with it.
You also happen.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
karibu sana.
Asante.
Yeah, so we have done the devotion.
Wow, already?
Yeah, yes, we have done the musical break. And so now you can tell us what is being reported in the dailies.
All right.
As we look at the newspaper review.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me.
The honor.
The honors. Anyway, let's start off with the Daily Nation. And the top page here is covering the Russian mercenary. Kenyan authorities have issued a stop order against the suspect, but he is already in Russia. So this is with regard to Festus Arasa Omwamba, who has teetered between notoriety and anonymity. He has engineered the ouster of a senator, battled fraud charges, and is now wanted for sending Kenyans to fight for Russia. I think this story has really been disheartening, where Kenyans think they are going to get jobs there, and then you're recruited
they
into
find
the
themselves
army.
on the front line
Imagine,
of the battlefield.
with no proper training, and you're forced into it. I hear there's a story of someone who pretended to be mad, like David.
Wow.
He pretended to be crazy in front of those people. So he was taken to an asylum, and now he tried to reach the embassy, you know, the Kenyan embassy there in Russia, and they told him, the only way we can help is if you're able to get out of that hospital.
Wow.
So he tried to escape and then got his rescue.
Wow.
So he pretended to be mad.
To be crazy.
To be crazy.
Yeah.
Wakiwa hapo kwa field wanatrainiwa. So it was a tactic for him to escape.
To escape.
And they fell for it.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Because you can imagine.
It's a matter of life and death.
It's a matter, yes. But you know, I remain here, I will die.
Yeah.
You know, that story in the Bible.
Yes.
Of those guys. So they opted, if we sit here, we will die.
It's
if
true.
we go,
we may also die. If we perish, we perish.
So the thing here is, we perish.
Indio, let's try something.
Let's try. Don't just sit there.
Do something.
Yeah.
So it tells you the dire situation, and it's
but it's
wicked.
quite unfortunate. Beatrice, can you imagine? You are
wicked.
in a foreign land.
What?
You know no one. You don't know any place, and then you are put on the front line. And then of a war.
Yeah, and the worst thing, that a Kenyan is involved.
Man, it's crazy.
You know?
Yeah, may God have mercy and protect those people. Yeah,
it's very, very sad. But that's the story. And it says here that 1,000 is the number of Kenyans fighting for Russia in Ukraine, according to our NSIS dossier. So that means there are people who just decided, let me brace myself. I might as well go.
Yeah.
You know, it's very unfortunate because it says here that Kenyans are lured to join the Russian military with a signing bonus of 1.2 million shillings, but some have paid with their lives. So there are people who are now looking at this money. They're like, wacha tu niende, maybe nita survive.
But it's risky.
It's what
A
is
war.
1.2 million as compared
And
to
you see,
your life?
even the war that you're involved in.
It's a bad war, and
My
you're
friend,
not
you're
trained
not trained.
unless uende huko kujificha nyuma ya
Na hata
nini.
si kwenyu.
Si
You
kwenyu.
know the terrain, you know maybe.
You know nothing. Umejikuta tu, you are right there. And I'm seeing here Mikhail Liapin, a Russian national and Aras's friend, deported last year on suspicion of running a rogue jobs syndicate. So there's an expose happening here. But I think it hurts me that there's a Kenyan, Festus Arasa Omwamba, who is literally behind these things. You know, it's very, very sad. Because it's a different story if our watu wa huko ndio wameorchestrate. But if they're using a Kenyan to lure other Kenyans, I think it just tells you the situation that we are in as a country. We should be our brother's keeper, manze. I mean, some things are not really worth just because of the money, probably. But anyway, I'm seeing another story. Sifuna open to alliance with United Opposition, says Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna has said his ODM faction will explore a coalition with like-minded leaders to craft a formidable machine against President William Ruto's re-election. The ODM Secretary General assured his group will not divide the opposition bloc. Edwin Sifuna here saying, I want to assure everyone who believes our country cannot withstand another 5-year term of William Ruto that we will not be the problem. So this is what Edwin Sifuna is saying.
All right.
Yes, and moving on, I see revealed top 10 counties in job creation. That is a story covered on page 7. I also see education here, TSC protests to calm over cases on hiring of chief executive. So that's it for the Daily Nation.
All right, let's quickly check the Standard, what they are reporting. They go with the headline, whose goons? That is the question. And of course, there are people there, goons walking in the streets, others on motorbikes, others on top of lorries. And then there is a photo of Interior Principal Secretary Raymond Omolo. And so the headline, whose goons? And they say, Youth Networks, Interior PS Raymond Omolo is cast as a polished technocrat with a philanthropic touch. But in Nyanza, a darker narrative is taking hold as rival camps prepare for bruising political battles ahead of the general election. Allegations are mounting that state-backed empowerment networks have morphed into engines of intimidation, with goons shadowing rallies, disrupting meetings, and operating in full glare of the police. Supporters hail decisive leadership. Critics see a dangerous fusion of power, patronage, and fear that could tip a volatile region into chaos. And so you can read that story. It's on pages 6 and 7. And it's quite unfortunate. We have seen this in the recent past in political meetings, and especially those of the opposition. We saw it in Kakamega when the Sifuna-led faction of the ODM leader Mwananchi rally was happening. The goons were trying to interfere with that. Unfortunately, again, we saw the same in terms of goons trying to infiltrate in the United Opposition rallies in Kisii and Nyamira. When was this? On Monday. And so it's a very dangerous precedents that we are setting. And so you can read that inside the Standard newspaper.
Okay.
I also see here this is who the government is mulling a fresh multi-billion JKIA deal with Adani Group, even as a court had on Tuesday that the previous contract had been officially cancelled. And so it seems the government is hell-bent on involving the Adani Group in the JKIA deal. You can read that in the Standard. The National Assembly's Departmental Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations has approved the nomination of Ida Odinga as Kenya's permanent representative to the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP. I also see here the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, has warned it will not tolerate voter intimidation or interference with election officials during Thursday's by-election. And so that's another story that you can read as well. Anglican Church of Kenya Archbishop Jackson Ole Sapit has raised concerns over early campaigns outside the election period. So that's another interesting story that you can read inside the Standard. And then Business Daily, what is
Yep.
being reported in as far as business news is concerned. Uganda gets veto powers over hiring of KPC boss. Kampala gets juicy deals in revised shareholder pact. Uganda had threatened to pull out of 106 billion shillings IPO. You can read that on the front page and also on page 2 inside the Business Daily. And NTSA adds 1,000 traffic cameras amid instant fines push. That's also on the front page of the Business Daily. And investors tap 28.6% gains from 2024 infrastructure bond. Pressure on Mombasa port as Uganda eyes SGR link to Tanzania. And Nderito Mureithi in an article on page 9 says politicians use emotions to go around analytical thinking and trigger fast instinctive processing by voters. That's what being reported in the Business Daily.
All right, and that brings us to the end of our newspaper review, 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Let's now have a look at the video of the day.